Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Pocket Global Release. This is incredibly exciting. Today, I just want to go over a few things for people that might not know a ton. I assume if you're getting it day one, you probably know a little bit, but I'm going to talk through, in general, things to know about the game. I'm going to talk through pack openings and how to know what packs you want to open for. I'm going to talk about deck building super quickly because I don't know a ton, but I know enough to make my own stuff. And then I'm going to give you a few decks to shoot for. Let's go. Also, because I'm terrible at introducing myself, I'm FaThorNewman, if you did not know. I make Marvel Snap content when I can. I'm a high school special education teacher and life is incredibly busy, but I really wanted to make a video about Pokemon Pocket today. So let's do it. Real quick, I apologize for the chaos on screen. This was an overlay that I made for a specific deck, but I didn't realize the game was going to come out so early in the day, so I didn't get a chance to make a new one. I apologize. That's just how it goes. First things first, there are a variety of currencies in this game. Some of them are purchasable currencies. Some of them are things that you just earn as time goes on. So you can spend gold, which you can buy in the store. 6 gold will open you a pack. If you have 60 gold, you can open 10 packs at once, and we'll do that a little bit later in the video. These wonder picks let you look through other people's packs that they've opened and be like, oh, I would like to try to get 2 ties Clobopus. I have 1 million of those. No, thank you. But these little hearts, what are those called? Wonder stamina. You accrue those one every 12 hours, and then you get a random chance to get something. I finally got a Poliwrath, or I'd probably pull on this one to try and get that. This is dumb and it's not true. I just pick the same one all the time. The odds are literally the same, but if I like make eye contact with a card that I wanted, I just freaking click that one every single time. That's okay. I mean, it looks like I faked it because I didn't say I wanted Old Amber, but it doesn't matter to me because I know. So whether or not that's actually a real thing, your phone's not psychic. The game's not psychic. It doesn't know what's going on. I just pick the same one every time. As far as the shop goes, you get, and I don't know the names of anything because I don't really click around. And so shop tickets, these things, you get them for doing basically anything in the entire freaking game. If you play a battle and you win, you get one. If you like something that someone else put out there, you get one. You get them all the time. Every time you say, hey, thanks, that's what you give. But hopefully you get some back as well. So those are easy to come by. And then you have the premium currency over here. So if you get the premium pass, which I have, but it's not showing up, you get these little premium tickets and you can use them to buy special things in the shop. These ones are great. I really am excited to have a different playmat other than just Eevee. Yeah. Other currencies, every time you open a pack, you get 5 of whatever these are. Pack points, you get 5 of them, and you can use them to purchase cards as well. And the final one that I can recall right now, maybe there's another one I'm forgetting, but every time you open a pack as well, you get these little I think it's right now exclusively for Flare. It's these things, these shine dusts, and you use them to upgrade cards and make them look, tiny. So that's not the most important stuff, but I feel like if multiple currencies, multiple things are going to drive you crazy, that's how it goes. But again, just like everyone else has said, you get 1 pack every 12 hours. If you get the premium pass, you get an extra one every 12 hours, or sorry, every 24 hours. Next, let's talk packs quick. So every pack has a different set of big cards that you could get. So when I started off pulling Charizard because I was excited because Charizard, he's exciting. He's fun. And I got the majority of these, and it was fine. I have a really good fire deck, or quite a few of them. You need to look through the featured cards to figure out what it is you actually want to pull from. Because if this is not what you're going for, you're not going to just randomly get those cards. It's very sad. I don't know if Pokemon's normally like that. This is kind of my first Pokemon TCG thing. Educate yourselves on what goes in each pack. I'm not going to talk through it because it's pretty straightforward. The one card that I really struggled to draw was freaking Gardevoir. And I just purchased with the pack points or whatever they were called. I just purchased my second one because after probably 30 to 40 pulls on Mewtwo, I just didn't get it. Dragonite, I've only got one still, so I can't make that work. And I still don't have some base cards. I have like a Venusaur EX. I think I have two of those, and I think I don't have the just standard Venusaur. So even after playing for a month and a half, however long it's been, I'm still missing a few things. And then Pikachu, I like it. I think that this has some of the most fun stuff. I finally yesterday pulled the Pikachu EX, which is a big freaking deal. That's a very strong card. And I just got it yesterday. Only one of them. So yeah, as far as packs go, decide what you want to play. I'll talk through a few decks at the end. Maybe if I'm your only resource, that'll be a helpful thing for you. But there's a million other people making videos on this too. So I assume you're also going to watch them, or you're going to watch them and not me, which that's also fine. All right. So a real quick talk about deck building. This is where every deck starts. You start with 2 Pokeballs, whatever, and 2 Professor's Research. They're both really important card draw, and you need those. From here is where things get a little bit dicier. It all depends on the deck that you want to build. And I know that it's a Pokemon game. And so I really like to put as many Pokemon in here as possible. So initially, for a while, I was just doing Professor's Research and Pokeballs, and then filling it with Pokemon. It kind of falls apart. You don't get the draws you need. It's a little bit slow. In general, the advice that I have found, that I've heard, that I solicited from others, is to have either 2 to 4 more trainer cards / support cards in here. Sabrina can be really annoying. Potions can be really helpful. Those are good. Add those in. Depending on the type of deck, if you're an aggressive deck, Giovanni is really good. As far as that goes, it would look something like this. And now we have 12 slots left to fill. Again, it's all dependent on the deck that you want to build. All right. As far as building the deck goes, this is where we're at. I added in the things that I wanted. This is actually one of my favorite decks to play that I know. I made a video on it. I think it's incredibly fun, and it's very consistent because you have additional card draw from Nidoran Female. So it's just the whole line of Nidos, 2 cards each, 2 copies each. And then we have basically 1 more Pokemon slot to fill. Potions in here are helpful because if you're trying to build up to a Nidoqueen and you're almost there, if you get smacked by something big because it takes a few turns, potion. The last Pokemon slot, because again, you want kind of doubles of everything. The one that I saw from Jeff Hoagland was to have Farfetch'd in here. Super good, very strong, very, very cheap, 40 damage consistently. But it's really up to you. If you want to put a Pokemon that you'll never get off of the starting position just so that you can build up some strong Pokemon, put a Snorlax in. Put something big in that can tank some damage that you don't care about, that you could potion every once in a while just to be like, haha, I'm going to have a Nidoking ready to go by the time my Snorlax gets knocked out, whatever it is. But the correct card, I would say, is just Farfetch'd. So the thing with Nidoran stuff is it's pretty straightforward. You use up all of your deck slots just doing this. Let's say you didn't have potions for some reason, which you can buy from the store with the shop tickets. Just FYI. Let's say you didn't have those for some reason, but you have 2 Ekans and 2 Arboks. Put those in and kick out Farfetch'd. The main thing when it comes to deck building is you don't have to have all the cards. There are some decks that won't work, like a Gardevoir Psychic deck. You need Gardevoir for. Anything that's super power hungry, and as far as Psychics go, you need to have a Gardevoir in it. So the Mewtwo deck runs so much better if you just have all the pieces you need. Weird. But you get basic starting decks from the game. And I think everyone starts off with a grass deck. And that grass deck is fantastic because it gives you a lot of basic starting Pokemon. And all you got to do as time goes on, as you get better lines, as you get complete sets of cards, you just take out the dross, the garbage, the things that are just kind of filler, and you add them in there. So the basic deck building advice that I have for you, have 2 to 4 sets of just trainer and support cards. Pokeballs and Professor's Researches have to be in almost every deck. I can't think of one that doesn't run those. From there, it just depends on what fits your deck best. Do your best, one, to have fun. And so if you want to run, if you only have 1 set of each of the Nidoran lines, throw them in a deck and fill it with stuff. But an optimized deck will run 2 copies of each card that's in your deck. Not everyone's going to be there right away, and that's totally fine. Again, that goes back to my other point. Have fun. Whenever they add ranked mode, I think this game is going to go a little bit crazy. This is going to be super fun. and I'm already enjoying myself. But I'll give you a few decks that have kicked the tar out of me, but they're pretty expensive. So let's do that quick. The first one, and here's a couple variations of it. It's the Gardevoir Mewtwo stuff. It's super strong. Gardevoir allows you to put extra energy out there. Mewtwo uses up 2 energy, and so to keep Mewtwo going, you either have to spend an extra turn trying to get there, or you have Gardevoir out and you can keep him going consistently. It's oppressive, it's annoying, but it's hard to get all the cards. The trainers that are in here, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Pokeball Professor's Research, let's go. So that one has been an absolute freaking nightmare. And this one, more so the Toxic Dragonite variant. But the Dragonite Meteor Storm is a little cheaper. But this Toxic Dragonite deck, I can't even run it. But it has been so annoying. Dragonite, one of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen at random 4 times. For each time a Pokemon was chosen, do 50 damage to it. That can either do 200 damage to one Pokemon, or it can just annihilate your entire bench. And if you lose a Pokemon on your bench, you still lose a point. It's really obnoxious, and man, it's fun to watch other people make it pop off. But again, I don't have all the pieces yet. I'll get there. And then this, the rushiest of rushdown decks, Pikachu EX. So Pikachu, only 2 energy, but his attack, Circle Circuit, does 30 damage for each of your benched Pokemon. So 120 damage pretty easily, as long as you have some other benched Pokemon. And the frickin', it's rough. So if you don't get things going really quickly and they get Pikachu EX right away, you're just toast. But these are expensive. This stuff will take you a while to get to. Let me present to you one of the most annoying decks to play against. This version is called Egasaur, but it's so annoying because Executor, one energy, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 40 more damage. You can get this out on turn 2. Well, okay, turn 4. Your second turn if you're going second, and just wipe out whatever they have if you've got some good luck. And you don't need Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. Obviously, that's optimized. All you need are just some other grass Pokemon. Scyther, not the best, but he's still fun. You just fill the deck and you get Executor out and you win. This is one of the most attainable decks. Don't look at the pack points cost, because you don't need Venusaur, you don't need Ivysaur, you don't need Bulbasaur. You just need Execute and Executor, and you just go to town. It's fun, it's annoying, and there's so many variations of things that you can do. I still am missing a few cards, which I'll go over that. I think that might be interesting, maybe, to some people, because I'm missing a ton of stuff. Like, I could not do an entire Oddish Gloom Vileplume line. I don't have all those. But just look at this. Oh man, and shout out to Greninja decks. It's awful. Once during your turn, you may do 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. What? Evil. That's amazing. Anyway, I just realized the overlay looks a little bit scuffed, but I'm out of time, and I've talked for a long time. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Go play. Go have fun. And I'll check back in later this week, and I'll have a few more decks to put out there. If you made it this far in the video, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Make good choices. Remember, you're going to have a great day whether you know it or not. And as always, peace. Have a good time. Don't go bananas like people did with Marvel Snap. Just enjoy playing the game. If you're an adult like me playing a Pokemon game, open the packs with your kids. It's a good time. Enjoy yourselves. Also, to that effect, we're going to open 10. I don't expect to get anything crazy, and I'm just looking to fill out Mewtwo stuff that I need, because I don't have all the time in the world. Listen, use your ears. I won't be able to hear it. We didn't get anything special, I don't think, but we're just going to blow through these. I have so many copies of all of these cards. There's a few that I'm looking for. We got another Bulbasaur. Nice. Giovanni. Pinsir. Also a fantastic starting grass one. Dratini. Curlia, Mr. Mime. If I pull a Gardevoir, I'm going to be a little bit sad because I did spend some resources on it. Alts, all right. Still going, still going. You got a regular Mewtwo. What am I? Dude, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done in my life. Dragonair, all right. Ooh! All right, history in the making. It's my first Marowak EX. I have so, oh, dude, in my first Ditto. I was pretty sure I got one. I got a fancy looking one. And then Articuno EX. Nothing to write home about, but it's okay. That's it. So out of all that, I leveled up. I got some stuff, but nothing amazing. It just keeps going. That's it, y'all. Enjoy your days. I'll see you in the future. Peace.